Welcome, JRPG enthusiasts, to another episode of our Xenoblade Chronicles 2 Let's Play. On today's episode, we're going to be going to Indol, continuing the main story forward a bit. We're also going to be doing some admiring of this new opening artwork. So, we upgraded to version 1.3. I'm going to cover a little bit of what some of those changes in 1.3 are in today's episode. Mostly just the ones that are non-spoilers for the point in the game that we are now. But I figured I did want to call a little bit of attention to that before we jump into our Let's Play proper. Okay, so I mentioned that I wanted to start today's playthrough by continuing the quest to go to Indol, which I believe is our next world. The reason that I want to do this is because I feel like we don't have to tackle down the quest just yet, the side quests. I did some researching and it turns out that I wonder why our party members are taking damage. Sorry about that, I just noticed the damage and got a little bit distracted for a second. Really is kind of weird. I think we encountered some sort of glitch where Tora, I guess, is out of our main party and he's falling somewhere and taking damage, so hopefully that stops soon. Anyway, I was saying about these side quests that I didn't want to tackle them just yet. My reasoning for that is that we can, for most of the side quests in the game, we can go to at any time, and I did want to do some, some more exploring. I wanted to, just really get a sense of how this new land that we might be going to differs from the one that we are now. We've only been on one kind of colossal titan before, so I'm hoping we get something good with this new one. And I've been doing a little bit of research into, what some people like about this game, what are, like, in terms of the environments, of the levels, and, the one we're on now, Torgoth, ranks pretty low. So, I want to see if Indol maybe, has a nice cooler motif, maybe different, different animals, different monsters we can fight, and plus it gets us away from the bane of my existence, this thing over here. But anyway, I'm gonna have to move towards that direction to carry on with the next quest. So let's continue it forward. Okay. Now, I might do a little bit of fast forwarding here, just because I want to, we have a lot of ground to cover, and I want to make sure we get there in a, a speedy yet feasible amount of time. Let's see, can we get a diver swing in there? Yeah, we got it. I don't think we have enough for Cyclone though, unfortunately. Let's try Tora's Stone. I mean, we're not gonna get a combo anyway. But oh, that would have been annoying if another one just kind of swiped in.
No problem at all.
Common Core Crystal, nice. Someone wants us to have another summoning episode soon. Okay, so cool new feature that I can talk about the new version. I mentioned I would talk a little bit about that. So, you'll notice that our mini-map has a lot more on it. So if we actually open up the mini-map, we can see locations. We're not close enough to a main quest or a side quest, but those actually show up now. So it's a lot easier to not make many of the mistakes that I was doing in the early playthroughs, where I didn't know exactly the direction we were supposed to be going in, and I went in an area that was just not where we needed to be, and we got wiped by very, very high level enemies. Ooh, look at this, spring elks. This looks like a cool animal to completely and utterly destroy and obliterate. Maybe we can get a Giga Crash up there. Can we do it? Yeah, we got it. Alright, we're gonna end with a Giga Crash. So I mentioned that I don't have a feasible way of knocking enemies off cliffs. Well, we just found one. That attack has knockback, lots of knockback. So we gotta try that one day. I'll make a mental note to go back and give that a shot at some point. Now these look like enemies that we've taken on before. Let's find something new. Twin Trunks Hill. You know, I gotta wonder how these, like, really large tree structures form on the Titan. I mean, you know, like, do they burrow into its skin? Like, what? How does that work? Is it absorbing nutrients from the Titan's body itself? Could that have something to do with the Titan's dying? Oh, and I should be paying more attention. This was a bad idea. Alright, let's... I want to sheath my blade.
I can still fight.
Let's see. Giant flying death enemy from the skies. That actually looks pretty cool. We might take a little detour here and just see if we can battle that thing. Oh, nope, level 76. Nope, 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 not having it. Not having it at all. Okay, so that's where we navigated before. We might... It looks like we might have to go through some of these really hard enemies to get to where we need to be, unless... The only other thing I could think about... Let's actually try this. Let's see if we can proceed along the tree structure of this thing. And avoid death from the skies above us while we're doing that. Because I think what the game wants us to do, unless it really just wants us to trek through these really tough territories, is climb along the tree structure and make it to safety. Although that enemy kind of hanging around there is really making me feel uncomfortable. Because it's level 76, there's no way that we can even come close to taking that on. Let's hope it flies. But while we do that, I was saying that it amazed me that these tree structures are able to develop. Like, trees work by, photosynthesis, getting energy through the sun. It also takes up nutrients, though, through the ground. And so you gotta wonder, these trees have large root structures. Where is that going? Where are those roots going to? Is it going into the Titan? Is it burrowing into its skin? Is it, does that have anything to play into why the Titans are dying? Maybe, this takes a toll on its lifespan, having things and creatures and stuff live off it for so long. This could be kind of parasitic in nature versus, something more symbiotic or beneficial. This seems to be the way to go, because aside from that giant enemy, I mean, level 10, 13, these are things that we could take on. And let's do it. Let's take on these Shadow Scouts.
So many. No, you don't! Anchor!
Why not?
Why am I not attacking?
Like a
Iron Wall!
things are really spicing up.
Yeah, so I mentioned that Finch is a block tank, so you can see this really well here. Look at all the blocks that we're getting. We're taking on all this aggro, and we're blocking a ton.
Diving swing!
Stone hit.
Diving swing!
Poppy does not really understand Finch, but power seems considerable. I know, right? Wait, what was I actually doing again?
I like the banter between, I didn't realize that Finch can actually interact with Poppy and vice versa. It's cool that there's kind of some special blade interactions.
The world has many amazing places in it!
Perhaps rest and enjoy view for a bit.
Oh yeah, that's a great... Where are we? What on earth is this gale? Will this hurt us? Only one way to find out. Oh, we can't even proceed down here. That's pretty interesting. It looked like the way we had to go, though.
What have we here?
I wonder if it's telling us that maybe
heals an aching soul.
this part is impermissible until maybe the time changes. So let's give that a shot. Let's fast forward time a little bit. Alright, so I've been changing the time of day. I don't think we can make it past which is a bit unfortunate. Although I don't think we've explored this large path up here. I think maybe that's where we actually have to go. Even though it seems out of our way.
No!
So let's give it a shot. I'm just gonna run away from the Shadow Scout. I don't want to mess with him right now. Even if we're going an incorrect direction, I mean, the enemy levels around here are our levels. And it is just cool to, you know, just gives us more of a sense of a scale of this place that we have to do so much climbing and moving around. I actually did want to talk about that a little bit, that and we'll do it while we're fighting some enemies. So,
Eat it.
so note to self, trying to talk to enemies, trying to make a point while fighting enemies is not easy. What I was gonna say is that I've lamented a lot about these level 70s and level 80s and 90s enemies that just wreck us every time we get too close to them, and them being in the way of our main objective. There's pros and cons to it. In some ways I like it because it gives you a sense of, you know, of powerlessness in the beginning, of just how weak you are, you know, that the world is much stronger than Rex and his crew. They could absolutely, utterly just obliterate him, and there are things that are just way out of his level. And he's got to kind of grow his way up. He's got to develop as a person, as a fighter. So I like that, and it really contrasts well with you know, just the sense of scale of this whole place. It's huge. It's massive, and it makes sense for equally massive and powerful creatures to embody it. That said, I don't know. I think the game could be a little bit more forgiving with some of this stuff. Like, it seems like, you know, really easy to get lost. And I think the 1.3 version does a little bit to help with that, so that you're not as lost. Like, yeah, we still can't see the objective yet here in the map because it's so far away. But when they're closer, supposedly they appear, so it's much easier to discover where exactly you need to go. But other than that, I feel like they just put these very powerful enemies like right near towns, right near supposedly safe places, and it gets a little bit annoying. So I think it's cool that they have them, but they could have implemented them a little bit better by, one, making sure that they're not as common an occurrence, you're not fighting one every time you try to leave the safety of town, and two, you know, I would love like a little bit more of a mid-tier challenge. I would love if we encountered these like level 30, you know, enemies where it seemed like we'd be much closer to getting at them than, you know, just getting these super high level enemies right off the bat. And as I say this, look, we gotta already look out for this level 76 enemy that at any moment could just ruin our parade by attacking us. And I guess we're not supposed to be here because 79, 40, these are very high level enemies. Okay,
No!
I'm gonna have to do a little bit of navigation here again to get us back on the right path. Let's try navigating from the Traveler's Resting Tree. I'll try that.
Off we go!
What will we find?
I think we need to start our navigation from
Didn't we come
Traveler's
here
Resting
before?
Tree because we're going in the right place. We're getting much closer to the goal, and this was around where I think we were when we last fought the apes. Oh, hey, little rabbit with a club.
Let's show him a thing or three.
Go get him, Rex!
Okay, you got it.
Iron Wall! Thanks for the support!
So, bad on me. I didn't waste enough time to gather up my special. We could have tried something new out, but it gives us something to try. So we do Aqua, then earth, and then I hit them.
What have we here?
So that would be a cool one to try
Flora
out soon.
heals an aching soul.
Yeah, let's salvage. We haven't done this in a while. Normal cylinder time.
Time for some treasure hunting.
X. Y.
Ta!
A.
Onwards.
Oh boy, I have not seen those letters
Oh man,
before.
did I come up with a load of guff?
I was not prepared. I was on A and B, ready to just jam it out. Oh well, we got something rare at least. 2 things rare.
Okay. bring it
Winding
on.
gear, jungle frame. Oh, this thing's weak to fire,
Really?
so it's gonna be pyro time.
My thoughts exactly.
Activated.
Thanks for the support.
Although, let's actually see. I don't want to jump to... We're gonna finish with pyro probably, but I want to see if I can get that level 3 special in.
Nice. Keep going.
Diving swing.
Please leave it to Dora. Poppy will
Gotcha.
protect Mastercard.
Easy.
Okay, let's just build up our skills a little bit
Sure,
here.
stay in sight.
Because this, I think, is the perfect enemy to do it if we're gonna do it. I want to at least get to 2.
Dora can do it. Gotcha.
Activated.
Yeah, this is perfect. It's taking a long time to kill.
Iron roll.
Let us make use of it now.
Haven't seen anything yet, but
Diving swing.
defense protocol activated.
Thanks, Poppy. Steady. For sure.
Yeah, so we're just trying to get our... We're just trying to use our specials as we get them so that we can
Let us make use of it.
get to like 2 or even 3 before we start using the level 3 commands, and then I'm going to switch to pyro so that we can take it down faster. In case anyone's wondering why it's weak to fire and we're not switching out to pyro right away. But yeah, this is great. We're not taking virtually any damage at all.
Use of it now.
It's amazing how much better of a tank, at least at drawing aggro, Tora is than we are. Well, I guess because we buffed him to do that.
Make haste and retreat.
Eat it. Sure. Power hammer. Gotcha.
Alright, we're in a perfect spot to do this now, so
Wild roar.
Aqua,
Leave it to Dora. Gotcha. Sure. Ha.
we'll wait a little bit.
Sure.
Actually, I don't think we need to. Pandemic,
Protocol activated. Are you ready for Poppy's full capabilities? Defense protocol activated.
okay, and final disaster time.
You ready for the...
We're gonna smash that.
You're gonna break.
Nice. That did a good amount of damage. Alright, let's switch to pyro and finish this off.
Anchor shot. Ha.
Anchor shot, let's see how much more damage we do now that we're pyro.
Our motions are in tune. Keep iron sight.
Gotcha. Double spinning edge. No, don't look this way.
Let us make use of it now.
Oh, I don't like that sound.
Nova. Iron sight.
Gotcha.
Is that a high level enemy? Probably is.
Oh, no, you don't.
Steam bomb, what level is this thing? Oh boy.
Poppy will protect Mastercard. Let's show them what we're really made of.
Yeah, that is a high level enemy. Let's see if we can just take this one out though.
Getting better. Gotcha.
Oh, that's not that bad. That's 18. We could take that on.
Anchor shot.
None of that.
Sure. For sure.
Activated.
Eagle eye.
Anchor shot.
And I'll build up my meter because we're gonna need to do something after this too. Alright, mega eruption time.
Finish this.
Play Papa. Third stage. Awesome.
Yes.
Mega eruption. Great.
Woo, mega eruption time.
Nicely done.
Poppy will protect Mastercard.
Thanks, Poppy.
Did it hit?
Taste.
Didn't look like it did too much damage. It did hit.
Why not? Sure. Sword bash.
I wonder if we can get Steel Stench.
Sure. Anchor shot.
Let us make use of it now.
Eagle Eye. Double spinning Eagle Eye. Why?
Oh yeah, let me revive Tora.
Rise and shine.
I didn't notice Tora was down.
Morning already.
Another one? Oh, jeez. Seriously?
Double spinning Halo.
Beacon.
Can't give up now.
Flows our favor.
Let's get this out. For sure. Ha!
down.
Rise and shine, Tora.
This won't do. Morning already.
It'll be fine.
Let's go.
Nia, keep it together.
Rex, you need to
It's getting tough.
Yeah.
And the juice.
Alright, that battle left a really bad taste in my mouth because we could have taken on one level 18 enemy. That wouldn't have been a problem, but the two that ganged up on us, that was just ridiculous. That left a really bad taste in my mouth. But we're going in the right direction at least, which was our goal. I'm going to avoid that thing because I do not want to battle with it again. It just takes way... Like, it's not even that difficult. It just, you know, it's hard to do when there's two of them. And it's just a waste of time. It takes so long. I think Tora being
Come out.
Earth doesn't add any real damage potential to it. Because I think it's an air style enemy. And that Mega Eruption not hitting or not affecting really messed us up too. No, I'm not even wasting my time with these clowns. Yeah, you can hit us. Doesn't matter. We're running away. So one of my viewers asked, why do I attack everything in sight? And it's because they attack you. I mean, like, there's so many enemies where it just... You're minding your own business, you're collecting some flowers, and all of a sudden death from the sky comes down. And you're suddenly engaged with the level 18 enemy. And you have no choice. I did see a side quest beacon around here. I wonder where that is. Let me just do that really quickly. If I can find it. I'm gonna have to go up there. Oh, that's annoying. Oh no, right here. Alright, we just have to defeat these guys. And I guess that triggers a cutscene. Oh yeah. Are you alright? Have no fear. Alright, yep. Star-crossed lovers. Ooh. How romantic. Although I have no idea why you'd want to be out in the middle of here and traverse all that dangerous territory just to make it out this way. But
No.
we're gonna help you out. Don't worry.
Situation.
Iron Wall.
I'm gonna build up meter. I'm trying to get a little bit more wise about how I use my meter in these battles, especially with like multiple foes. So I'm not gonna just start using it. I'm gonna wait until we start fresh with a new enemy like this one, and then I'm gonna use the meter. But even that one fell really quickly, so it didn't prove that useful. So we'll finish off the last one with some arts. We'll do the special. We'll finish off this one with some arts rather, and we'll finish off the last one with the special.
I am ready for anything.
Collect. Oh no, don't tell me another one of those giant bird enemies just came in. Because of course. Yup, of course. Of course. Alright, that's it. We're getting our revenge. We're getting our revenge.
Let us make use of it now.
Let's get rid of this thing, and then it's special move time. Alright, you're gonna feel a fire and a fury and an intensity harder and faster than anything you've ever felt before. Alright, we're hitting you with side slashes. Alright, time for some heat. Okay, we're gonna wait on that steam bomb, but that's definitely what we're gonna use. We're gonna build up some meter here. Get behind it. Make sure we're using our arts on time.
Let us make use of it now.
What would you have me do?
Let us make use of it now.
Let's go.
Rex, I'm with you.
Burning
Sword!
Great.
Our power.
double spinning X.
Activated.
So, I want to get revenge on this thing, but it's so annoying. It has so much health. It's frustrating. Alright, we got Pandemic.
Anchor shot.
I don't know if I can make it to level 3, but we'll see.
Double spinning edge. Nah, I can keep going. Finch.
It's a Finch. Alright, final disaster to end this.
You're gonna love this one!
Blade combo. Good.
Finally.
I'm stronger than this, you know. Much stronger.
Why not?
Did at least give us some good items. We gotta finish up that side quest.
No! We lost the upper hand.
Oh dear God. Alright, let's get the side quest finally. Everything should be fine. Yep, looks like we saved them. Yeah, you definitely should go back to town. I mean, this is a rough place, especially to be at night. Oh, their marriage has met some, so they were planning to elope? Interesting. Okay, so there's some hate for the Ardinians. Not surprising, they seem to be the evil empire of this game. Who can deny that love? I don't think anyone. Ha, or maybe their parents. Alright, so is this another side quest? We're not going to do it on this episode, obviously, but it's cool to just get something new. We have to track down a medicine, I guess. We'll take care of it, don't worry. Apologies if I'm going through these, these reading moments a little bit fast. I'll try. I really do try to slow them down a little bit, but occasionally I read fast and I just kind of go a little bit past it.
Flora heals an aching soul.
So let's try to avoid these enemies. And we're gonna make it all the way to where we have to go next. We're so close. We traversed so much on today's episode. I'm glad for that. I really want to end on us finally getting there. You know, so we make some decent progress in this episode. Which was a colossal undertaking, man, to just get to. But I think we're here. I think freedom is in sight. This is the place that we have to meet, right on the backside. Which they could have really said the tail. That would have been more appealing. That's where we are.
Didn't we come here before?
No, but we're. Wow, Fitch. This is our first time being here. All right.
Come out.
Gotta make sure we get our collection points on the way. And let's start with this cutscene, most likely, to end the episode.
Hello? Umon! Umon! Where is Umon?
Who is that? Who is noisy while I do my work? Tora! This big surprise!
Long time no see, Uncle Pon.
Yes, long time. About 1 whole year?
Yes, about that.
You became very big in 1 year, Tora.
Yes, Tora not Little Pon anymore.
And Tora have lots of sidekicks.
Rex and friends are not Tora's sidekicks. They are real friends, Umon. Rex, meet Uncle Pon Umon. He did great research with Grampy Pon. He is great builder of ships.
Hello.
Greetings.
At your service.
I see. Tora's friends. Tora has lots of friends. Very good. Tora has become fine, Biggie Pon. Well, Tora, did you need Umon's help for something?
Well, we wanted to borrow a ship from Uncle Pon Umon.
A ship? But there are lots of ships in Toragolf. Why hike all the way to Bum Bum to see me?
Oh,
That's a good question.
well...
Tora run out of gold,
Yes. Tora spend all the gold on artificial blade. Tora flat broke, like penniless pancake. I wanted to go on a little boaty jaunt to, nearby place, but no money to go on boat.
I hope Tora can keep track of all these fibs he's telling.
There's no other option. We can hardly tell him what happened in Toragorth, can we?
Yeah, I guess you're right.
So long as we get a boat out of this.
Artificial blade, eh? Was this what Tora's Grampy Pon was working on?
My name is Poppy. Pleased to meet Uncle Pon.
Yes, this it! This pretty mighty! Tora take off to Grampy Pon indeed! Oh, well, how can I refuse Tora now? Tora may use Uman's ship, but there is problem.
What is problem?
You see, ship not quite ready just yet. Not much left to do, but work stop because no building parts.
What a
That's
surprise.
the only problem.
Correct. But that is big problem. Big like sea or mountain.
You mean, all you need is some parts, then you can finish the ship?
It just as you say, friend.
So if we go and find the parts, then you'll...
Of course, I make ship ready, then you borrow.
Thank you! Come on, everyone. Let's go.
Yay! Let's go find ship ingredients.
And we're going to finish the episode off here. Next episode, we'll track down these ingredients that we need to go on the ship, but I wanted to make sure that in this episode we successfully navigate there, which we did. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. Join us next time, and don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and continue following our playthrough. Take care. Have a great rest of your day.